Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach, but you guys can call me Hazardous. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel, and welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 video here on the channel today, guys. And before we get started on today's video, guys, I do want to just let you guys know that this is going to be a long one. You guys can probably see the timestamp on this video, and it's probably a really long time because we're discussing 50 new confirmed details, features, content, facts, gameplay, and more in Red Dead Redemption 2. The third trailer was released a few days ago. It was released on Wednesday, May 3rd, and now we have some more confirmed details coming this weekend with new screenshots, and we're going to talk about all these new confirmed details that IGN and other German, Spanish, and Italian publications were able to confirm for us on the internet here. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start off with the German publication GamePro.de, and also IGN confirmed some of this stuff as well. Now this video is going to be me basically going over all the list of these 50 confirmed facts, details, features, content, etc., and we're going to break them down in future videos. So if you guys do want to stick around for that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and comment down below letting me know what you guys think about this. If you guys don't want to watch this whole thing, I'll also leave a link down to this post on the GTA forums and the Red Dead Redemption subreddit on Reddit down in the description for you guys to check it out and read for yourself. We can also sound off in the comments over there if you guys like. I did comment down there. So let's get it started. Let's talk about these first few details here. So the first detail that we have is that new people will join the gang as the story progresses. Players can't recruit new members freely in the game world because that would not lead to bonding with the fellow gang members, which is what Rockstar wants to encourage. The second fact is that Arthur Morgan is the only playable character, and the story is centered around Arthur but also closely linked to the development of the Vanderlyn gang, and there will also be internal conflicts within the gang, which is really cool. I'm happy that we're sticking with one character this time. I didn't really like the 3 character setup in GTA 5, but moving on to number 3, we have the gang camp is permanent, and it's a retreat, and it serves as a player's home base, and with the press of a button, you could talk with whomever within the camp at any camp. Number 4, the above-mentioned interactions can and do lead to organic activities and missions. Player's horse will play a more important role in RDR2 than in Red Dead Redemption, and the horse serves as a mini hub for various activities. The game world is much bigger than its predecessor, but we don't know how big because no one disclosed that information. In the new Hanover area, people mainly live off livestock. That's another feature in Red Dead Redemption 2. Another fact is that the game world is very detailed. Early in the demo, a flock of sheep, complete with dog and shepherd, cross the road Arthur is on. Arthur's shoulder bag also moves with each movement whilst he is on horseback. How the horse will move will change depending on the surface area, which is pretty cool because if you're going up a mountain, it's going to be a little bit different of an animation than if you were on sand or just the plains of the map. Also, Arthur rides through a burned down forest in the demo, which according to the devs are uniquely crafted, which is pretty interesting. There are also many dynamic events going on, and at one point a bunch of people pulling up the walls to build a ranch were spotted, which according to the dev team may very well become a finished house later on, which gives a real sense of progression of time. So this map is totally persistent and totally dynamic. Highlight of the trailer for them was the wildlife, where frogs were leaping across the riverbanks, ducks flew across the air, and a burned down house was infested with bats. Animals will also hunt and scavenge. For instance, vultures will scavenge prey left out in the open. There's a limit to what the horse can carry, and there's no magical endless pockets that we saw in Red Dead Redemption 1. When pressing the left trigger and talking to an NPC, the background will blur a bit and several dialogue options will appear, giving the player the option to threaten but also use other ways to compel the NPC. This is something that Rockstar hasn't done with any of their games. This is turning into more of a role-playing game like Bethesda's games and things like that, which is actually really cool. Valentine, the setting for the bank heist, is quintessentially the Wild West with a muddy main street and a sheriff's office, a saloon, a shop, and a bank lining the street. Weapons can be selected via the weapon wheel. Weapons can be upgraded, and you can also whistle to attract or distract animals and people. The whole gameplay presentation contained no cutscenes, as Rockstar was in control the entire time, but it felt very cinematic and a narrative-driven game nonetheless. There is also a kill cam highlighting great kills in slow motion, which is pretty sick in my opinion. You can, even without Deadeye, shoot a whole magazine in a few seconds. It's a new gameplay mechanic that's featured in Red Dead Redemption. Gunplay feels more mature and forceful in comparison to previous Rockstar titles, which is really good. I want to see how they improve on gunplay and gunfights. Sheriffs also talk to you randomly if they suspect you will cause trouble and ask you to be law-abiding. Gonna be some trouble for Arthur Morgan, I can imagine. People may banish you from their property, and in contrast to Red Dead Redemption, where you could even kill their animals. So that's interesting. You may not even be allowed back on someone's property. So those were all information leaked from and confirmed from the German publication, GamePro. Now we're going to move on to the Italian publication, everyeye.it, which is, according to the developer, come back to this area after a while and find this building completed in operation. Also adding, Red Dead Redemption 2's world is in some way evolving, in which railways will be built and towns will expand. That's incredible, guys. I want to see how that works in Red Dead 2 online, to be honest. Another quote was that we wanted to do more to fuel other ideas, to propose something really new, so we rewrote entire sections of our engine from scratch, working more consistently on an aspect that far too long had been stuck on the standards a bit outdated artificial intelligence. So Rockstar is already pretty intelligent AI in GTA 4, GTA 5, and Red Dead Redemption will become even smarter, which is fantastic. Another fact is that Arthur can talk and interact with every single NPC that he can meet in the game world. Although we can't choose what to say, we can select our attitudes towards them, which is pretty cool. The aiming system seems similar to GTA's, although the developer has confirmed new control mechanics. They also consider these interaction between NPCs and the main character the next step of RDR1's random events, as the encounter in RDR2 marks start of a short, dynamic, and unpredictable story. They've been working on this new AI for 6 years, everybody. Red Dead Redemption 2 has only been in production for 8 years, which is absolutely crazy. No info yet about difficulty levels. I don't think there will be, to be honest. Trains carry weapons and can be raided, which is awesome. They're quite confident that we'll get another 2 previews or so, focusing more on the story and lastly multiplayer, which is going to be hands-on too. They also expect Rockstar to show some RDR2 gameplay soon, around late June, early July. If we can see some gameplay this summer, that would be sick. I'm moving into my apartment June 18th, so hopefully I'm all moved in time to be able to make videos for you guys on this stuff. And then we also have a few more things here. Duels are making a return. We can also find prostitutes in our gang's camp, and Arthur can interact with them. They can't confirm any swimming mechanic. Ooh, so that's, I wonder if Arthur will be able to swim. It seems like you can wade through the bayou, but you weren't able to swim in Red Dead Redemption, so who knows if we can do it in RDR2. And now, moving on to the British publication, telegraph.co.uk, every area of the map has a unique identity and seamlessly blends into one another. Foliage has been crafted and handcrafted and hand-placed, and horses kick up dust, snow, and mud depending on terrain. The real thing I want to know from this is, will we get to see horses poop? I don't know. Sound off in the comments below. Lastly, we have the Spanish publication, hobbyconsolas.com, and they have like 8 more features and content that they confirmed for their RDR2 preview. And those are an epic story about honor and loyalty. The environment is completely organic, and it's an ecosystem never before seen in a video game. It's also the biggest and most dense map in all of Rockstar's games, which is great news, guys. We can see a huge map here for RDR2. If you guys look up the map comparison online, you guys can see how big the map actually is. Lastly, the animal corpses will rot and the smell will attract predators, which is so unique. We will see how the railroad grows and connects more towns. Arthur can be customized. Sometimes his clothes may change because the mission requires him to. And then lastly, the last fact, the 50th confirmed feature in Red Dead Redemption 2 is that they saw Arthur with an elegant mustache, so it's pretty much confirmed that you can customize your facial hair. So these are all great things, and we're going to talk about these things in future details and future videos here on my channel. We're also going to talk about that map comparison that I mentioned. That's probably going to be one of the next videos here. If you guys want to stay tuned for more Red Dead Redemption 2 news, feel free to subscribe, comment, and drop a like on this video if you guys enjoyed. I know this video was mostly me reading off a list of things. As I mentioned, you guys can check out in the description the full list to read for yourself. But I just want to get this video out there so you guys know exactly what's going on with Red Dead Redemption 2, as I want to cover as much about this game as possible. And also, guys, where I'm going to be breaking down a lot of these features, content, and details in future videos here on my channel, so make sure you subscribe for that. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Like I said, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff down in the comments section. And I'm just excited to talk about this stuff with you guys. Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be an absolutely amazing game, and I truly cannot wait to play it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next Red Dead Redemption 2 video. Adios, amigos.